Hey gang, it's Tim and welcome to Focus Friday. So earlier in the week in my Facebook group, I actually talked about ways to make your business stand up and stand out, which is basically staking a claim around a particular point in your market where you have either a technical advantage, a thinking advantage, a strategic advantage, whatever. And then you build your service story around that spot. But what I want to talk about today actually is just related to that. So once you have that spot, you've claimed that space, how do you effectively create a message that resonates? Well, we really need to get back to the essential idea of what we're trying to accomplish, which is, in a lot of ways, your business is trying to find a suitable partner. And so what we do in our sales process is deceptively simple. What we are saying is that we are attractive, we're a good provider, so you should come hang out with us. And so how do we do that? We could be like blue-footed boobies and do a dance. But I'm a very bad dancer, so I don't know that would have ever worked for me. But we tell stories. Now, and stories have been the common thread throughout history. That's how we spread ideas. It's through stories. But how do we spread ideas in the world of agencies and service business? We don't tell fantastical stories. We don't tell a yarn like Moby Dick uh, or Bartleby the Scrivener, to go back to my favorite academic author, Melville. We tell stories about the people that we've been with. We tell stories of our tribe. We tell stories about customers that we've worked with, battles we've fought together, the ways that we slayed dragons, the ways that we won the day. And so if you think about what you need to do in order to tell the story, you have to actually assemble all of the elements of the story. You're going to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. You need a protagonist and an antagonist. You need someone to root for and someone to root against. You need difficulty. You need strife. You need triumph. And so often in any sort of business, we skip so much of that. And we go right to the 12x return on ad spend, or our customers accomplished this in 60 days. Well, that's great, but that's like telling the punchline to a joke without setting it up. Because we need the context. In order for that 12x return on ad spend or 60 days accomplishment, you need to set the stage. And so essentially what you want to do is start the story with, we're standing in this place in the market because in the past, in days of yore, when we assembled our team like Jason and the Argonauts to go capture the Golden Fleece, we saw dragons and sea monsters. And we were scared. And then we got together and we triumphed. And how do you say that as a business? You can say, our service is put together in this way because throughout our travels, throughout our experience, we have seen that these forces come into play against our clients. So we have girded up our battle gear and prepared to fight those forces. Now, you might think I'm being a little dramatic, but stories are only good if they are remembered. And really, tell me the last story you don't remember. Yeah, you can't because you don't remember it. So you want the story to have some drama. You want the story to have some ethos and pathos, maybe even a little thanatos while we're at it. So I need you, my friends, I need you to really think about your case studies and your result sets as plot elements in the story that you tell. Because the stories that you tell about the ways that you protected your clients, that you helped them triumph, that you slayed the dragon, that the princess fell in love with you, whatever fairy tale piece that you have to tell that story in a way where your prospect or your client can see themselves in that story. So you've got to have a spot for them in the narrative. So practice telling your stories because stories are how human beings spread ideas. Stories are how we share our experiences with one another. Stories are how we take people who are interested and turn them into people who are part of our tribe. Have a great weekend.